have pictures of a ghost dog and a gruesome crucifixion murder.
Could be the devil, could be an ex-girlfriend on PCP.
Whoa! So let's get into Hell Baby now. You get a chance to, it's a fun time to be in a show with your friends. Sometimes you're a one-off, but when you have the troupe, is it always fun to act with them? I mean, you and Paul are essentially police officers, and it seems like you guys kind of just, the green light goes on and you go.
Yeah, this movie is the kind of movie that is the most fun kind of movie to make because there's no studio involved. This is an independent movie where the directors, Tom and Ben from Reno 911, said, let's get all of our funny friends together. Let's go down to New Orleans, which is a crazy place, and let's shoot a movie in a month. And so a lot of drinking, a lot of craziness. Did you know that they have naked bars in New Orleans where you can go out and see people naked? You pay a little bit of money, and then you can see people naked. So yeah, it's the best kind of movie. And but New Orleans is a crazy town. As you said, I play a cop in this movie, and I'll tell you how crazy New Orleans is. I play a cop. Paul Scheer plays a cop. One day in real life, this is not in the movie, Paul Scheer had bought a bicycle in New Orleans. And we were getting ready to leave after shooting the movie, and Paul thought, well, I'm going to sell this bicycle. So I'm going to meet up with someone off Craigslist. So Paul showed up to sell this bicycle to someone in New Orleans dressed as a cop, and it was the day that Paul and I, spoiler alert, had both been shot. So we're both bloody cops with bullet holes all over us showing up to sell this kid a bicycle in New Orleans. This person didn't bat an eye. Did not bat an eye. Bought the bicycle, walked away from two bloody cops. That's what kind of town you're dealing with.
Now, is this I've seen some of Thomas Lennon's posts how this is trying to save New Orleans. Is this movie a little bit trying to save New Orleans altogether? Is it trying to bring back the laughter?
I think that this movie is going to single-handedly save New Orleans because New Orleans has gotten really uptight. I mean, that town is real uptight. No, if Tom said that, I hope he was kidding because right now they're shooting every movie in New Orleans, by the way, because you know how the movie business works. They say, hey, come to shoot it in Arkansas. No way. We're not going to shoot the movie in Arkansas. No offense, Arkansas. We're going to shoot it in a fun town like New Orleans. So that's what's going on. Every movie, every TV show is now being filmed there because it's, for some reason, cheaper, and they give you free daiquiris as soon as you cross the border. At the airport, you get off the plane, and they got a big styrofoam cup of daiquiris for you.
Now, you were talking about nudity earlier. Were you sad that you weren't part of that nudity? Because there is some male nudity as well as female nudity in here. Now, is that something you wanted to make sure that was part of your character and maybe got cut out, or?
Well, let's be clear. There is a lot of nudity in Hell Baby. So much so that people are complaining that they feel uncomfortable. Okay, there's a nude scene in this movie. Beautiful, lovely woman, beautiful to look at, but the nude scene is what, like 10 minutes long? I mean, to the point where you're like, I feel bad about myself. That's how long this nude scene is. Would I want to be nude? No, I don't think so. I don't think anyone wants to see me nude because underneath these clothes, you probably can't tell, is a person that's not tan. A person that's not tan is not fun to look at naked. I don't care who you are. If you're not tan, you don't want to see their naked body. That's why you don't want to see this. That's why I got to cover this up. Legally, I have to cover this up.
I thought you were holding this all back for the last season of True Blood, like you were just going to jump in.
Yeah, if I were on True Blood, that's why I'm not on True Blood. Because if I were on True Blood, I would have to be nude all the time.
Well, speaking of which, you are somewhat of a male sex symbol in Children's Hospital. They have you shirtless sometimes, and some of the girls are chasing after you. Let's talk about the season. We're in the middle of it right now. What more can we expect in Japan, as it were?
Well, first of all, thank you for knowing that Children's Hospital this season is in Japan. A lot of people, it took them a second to figure that out. But yeah, we're in Japan this season. For some reason, they think it's funny for me to be shirtless on that show. I am offended by that because my body is so gross and so pasty that, I'm self-conscious about that. They think it's hilarious. So the writers and producers always try to get me shirtless. So far, this season has been, if I do say so myself, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Now, last year we were nominated for an Emmy. Did we win? Yeah, we did. Yes, we won. So now we're nominated again for our second Emmy. Are we going to win? I hope so. America.
The other question I had, is there a specific and right way to eat a po' boy sandwich? Because that is a big, I think, integral part to this storyline and this movie as a whole.
That's a great question. I would say that, as you know, the movie is based in New Orleans, and po' boys are a big part of the culture there. So what is the right way to eat a po' boy? Well, if you see the movie, you'll see that I eat about 400 po' boys in one scene. And I did it the wrong way. I thought it would be funny to order the greasiest, grossest roast beef with cheese and onions and just dripping. I thought that would be hilarious for the camera. Didn't realize we'd have to do 30 takes of this scene. And so I seriously ate like 400 po' boys. And after that, all you want to do is have a heart attack. I was waiting. I was hoping for my heart to attack itself, to put me out of my misery. Didn't happen.
Well, we look forward to your arteries clearing out and and more fun. What else can we see you coming in soon? I hope you're working on some good stuff.
Yep, let me see. Axe Cop, we talked about.
Yeah.
Children's Hospital.
Any more Bob's Burgers coming up?
Bob's Burgers is coming up.
Oh.
Thank you for asking. Wow, you really IMDb'd me. Thank you. Bob's Burgers, Axe Cop.
I'd be a stalker, but I'm just too lazy. It's just how it works out.
It's so much easier just to Google people. Just Google them. I would say check out Hell Baby,
Yeah.
#1. And then all the others, Axe Cop, Children's Hospital. You get it.
Any writing coming out of you anytime soon?
As a matter of fact, yes.
I'm just getting in there. This is the nooks and crannies of it all.
You really are, yeah. I'm writing a movie right now. We'll be here talking about it this time next year. Here on the roof of the luxurious hotel where we are.
Which is in Japan.
Are we in Japan?
It's in Japan.
We're in Japan.
All right, sir. Well, thank you very much. And, of course, tell people where they can follow your daily funniness or just awkwardness on Twitter, if possible.
Well, if you're going to follow me on Twitter, you got to do it at Rob Huebel. ROBHUEBEL.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. And we look forward to everything else coming out.
Thanks, Derek.
Pleasure.